It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. We're bringing you the Los Angeles Lakers out at Staples Center as they'll face off against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And tonight we'll be watching Steph Curry. Known for his offensive firepower, but he's made major strides in all areas since coming into this league, Shaq.
Yeah, he didn't have great handles when he entered. Now one of the top 2 dribblers in the league.
Yeah, I agree. You know what the funny thing is?
What?
He used to be the guy they sat on the bench in fourth quarters when he first got there. Now he's the clutch guy in the NBA, and his turnover to assist ratio thing has gone down tremendously.
Who does he remind you of, let's say in the last 15 years in the league? Who does Steph Curry remind you of?
He's a taller version for me of Mahmoud Abdul.
Oh, you stole my name. I was getting ready to say Chris Jackson.
Do you see some Steve Nash in there, too?
No.
No, not Nash, because Nash was pass first. You know, he was definitely pass first his whole career. I think scoring became better for Nash.
But Nash could shoot 3, and Nash, I see Steph do what Nash does a lot, just in probing defenses and being able to weave his way through the paint.
Nash was an explosive scorer. He was an explosive passer. Steph Curry's an explosive scorer.
That's close, Ernie, but no cigar.
Yeah. I wouldn't light it.
You know what I like to say about Steph Curry, don't you? He makes it look effortless. Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's a Western Conference battle here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. So Golden State will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
Lakers shooting their first free throw this game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled. Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
Golden State on D. Out to the right wing. Russell kicks to Kobe. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And that one's good. Barnes.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Thompson outside. Launches a 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Kobe dishes to Randall. Back to Bryant. Steph Curry with the rebound.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot.
Oh, wow.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Count that one. Curry's got his first bucket in this one. There are very few players you can call game changers on offense, but Clark, Stephen Curry is clearly one of them.
Well, the plus-minus for the Warriors with him on and off the court validates that. It's incredible how much better they are offensively when he's on the floor.
And really, these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do, based on what we've seen, a double-digit lead, and we're still in the first. Ouch. That's painful.
Now here is Bogut. Curry passes to Barnes. No good on the triple.
And Steph Curry, with his deep range and lightning quick release, really unique to our league. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Kobe with the steal. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And Clark, those steals allow you to play in the open floor.
Here's Curry. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Curry's got 6.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And speaking of Curry, guys, that quick slingshot release, really one of a kind. For most of us, a quick flick shot like that would be lucky to draw iron, but he's able to do it with pinpoint accuracy.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Pass comes in for Randall. Nick Young's checked in for Bryant. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Clarkson.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Pass to Green. Out to Thompson. Wide open look. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Warriors leading by 8. Here's Curry. Sacre with the block. They recover it. Here's Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson. Lakers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Williams attacking. Up and in on the layup.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. Their number one priority is not to give up any looks on the inside, anything easy in the interior, guys. He told me, quote, "We want to have the key look like a fancy club out there. Crowded, not a lot of room, and very hard to get into." Sounds like your kind of place, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. From 17 feet out, misses off the right iron.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Thompson misses.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Warriors leading by 10. Curry kicks to Iguodala. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skills. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
That free throw missing. And we were talking about Iguodala's free throw shooting. It really is a miracle. He's become so efficient, Clark, in every other area of his game. But last year, in his 11th season, he shot the second worst percentage of his career.
Sometimes, Kevin, it's simply a matter of confidence. You miss a few and it gets into your head, and before you know it, the harder you're trying, the worse it gets.
Second free throw, no good.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
Lakers trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. He's off on the first. Ryan is checked in for Williams. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Curry, and he ends up missing both free throws.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. The Warriors have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. And the Lakers have possession. It's a 13-point game. Looking to end the run, and a strong finish with two hands.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint, and some of that has to do with myself being able to patrol the paint as much as possible. We want long contested twos. They guard the three-point line, bring them to me. I'll either hit with a straight up, block the shot, or alter the shot. So, contested twos are the worst shots in the NBA.
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Iguodala. Barbosa is out there with Livingston. Then there's Festus Ezeli, and it's Spates in at the 4 slot.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
When you think about Shaun Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Kicks it out to Barbosa. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Barbosa's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
Some changes for the Lakers. Kobe comes in for Nick Young, and Lewis Williams subbed in for Russell. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Stephen Curry in for Shaun Livingston.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Williams. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Here's Barnes. Lakers trail by 15. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Thompson with the bucket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
Clarkson dishes to Williams. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Stephen Curry. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. And Brandon Bass subbed in for Julius Randle. Green with the block. Here's Bryant. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game. Warriors leading by 10. Pass to Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 8 points for Barnes. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Some changes for the Lakers. Nick Young's checked in for Bryant, and it's Russell in for Williams. Kicks it to Bass. From 12 feet out. No good. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Good on the shot. 14 points for Klay Thompson.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Klay Thompson. A minute 20 left to play here in the half. Curry with it. He's picked up by Russell. Curry against Russell. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. No good.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part, Greg. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them. Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
Here's Barnes. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. And that's 10 points for Barnes.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Curry passes to Barnes. Here's Spates. Nice D from Russell.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Warriors lead by 20. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. A solid performance already for him, and he might erupt in the second half if his last game is any indication of what we might see. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Well, first of all, Ernie, they were atrocious on the boards. Getting tough on the glass has got to be the first thing they address. There is no way they can come back into the game unless they show more fight in the paint. If not, Ernie, they're going to be barbecue chicken.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is out there with Clarkson, and it's Hibbert in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
Warriors leading by 22. Here's Barnes. The rebound by Kobe Bryant.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Curry kicks to Green. Thompson outside. Back to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's 10 points for Draymond Green.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it. You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
Williams, he's checked in for the Lakers. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Here's Russell. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Russell's got 11. And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, the sum of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
A drive by Thompson. He kicks to Green. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Green's got 6 points in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar. You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Bryant. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Warriors have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Here's Curry with the 3. The shot no good. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Williams' shot is off.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Randall kicks to Williams. Nailed from three-point land. Williams has got 7.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Curry attacking. Dishes to Bogut. Here's Barnes. That's good from 17 feet away. Barnes has got 9 points here in the second half.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
The offensive rebound. Hibbert. It's tipped. Curry against Williams. Curry kicks to Barnes. Green inside the three-point line, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point, and their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Sacre is checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. And Nick Young is subbed in for Williams. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And so Russell hits them both.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
It's stolen by Bryant. Poked away, out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Russell. The drive by Green.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive.
The feed to Barbosa. No one near him. The rebound by Sacre.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Clarkson dishes to Bryant. Buries the long-range jumper. Bryant's got 11 points.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here is Livingston. He's covered by Clarkson. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Green with a screen on Young. Just 5 on the clock. Barbosa for 3, but they'll get another chance. Spates sets a screen. Iguodala wide open. Can't make good off the pick. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And stolen by Spates. Iguodala against Kobe. And the slam dunk by Speights.
And Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him then to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
Yeah, you know, guys, he's never going to elevate that high, but he compensates and makes up for it with his height.
Livingston. Shot is off. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter.
Check it out.
Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Barbosa with it on the court for Golden State here in the 4th. Livingston is out there with Barbosa. Then it's Rush. Then there's Maurice Speights. And it's Ezeli in at the 5 down low. It's Williams with the drive. Warriors with the rebound.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around, straight bully ball. And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
From deep. Williams with another miss.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
Here's Black. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. 4th quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. Down low, here's Ezeli. Soft touch off the glass.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you